What are you doing? I'm reading you your last rites.
Spare me your remedial incantations.
You do know what it is to truly be forgiven.
Warner Brothers is cooking up a sequel to Constantine, and guess who's back? Yep, our favorite badass Keanu Reeves is reprising his role as John Constantine. Remember him from the 2005 flick? Well, he's back in action, and get this, director Francis Lawrence is back in the director's chair too. Crazy, right? And to add to the excitement, they've got a fresh script from Akiva Goldsman. So last we heard in March 2023, Keanu Reeves was crossing his fingers for Constantine 2, but wasn't exactly sure if it would fly under the new DC bigwigs. James Gunn, the co-CEO of DC Studios, hinted that any standalone projects like Constantine 2 need to be extra special to make the cut. Basically, they're raising the bar higher than Superman can leap. The writers need to whip up a killer script if they want Constantine 2 to rub shoulders with other offbeat DC hits like The Batman and Joker. Before Reeves dropped those uncertain vibes, he did chat with Gunn about Constantine 2, which gave us a glimmer of hope. Then, in October 2023, director Francis Lawrence spilled the beans to GameSpot. Apparently, Constantine 2 hit a speed bump with the old writer's strike, but they finally wrangled back control of the character. Phew. Lawrence, Reeves, and Akiva Goldsman have been brainstorming up a storm for the sequel, but they still need to hammer out that script. Fingers crossed for a real, gritty, rated-R Constantine adventure.
Stay in the car. Wait here.
Lawrence's enthusiasm for making Constantine 2 a gritty R-rated flick is pretty darn exciting, especially considering the original movie with Keanu Reeves was also R-rated. And Lorenzo di Bonaventura, the producer, seems to be on the same page. He's crossing his fingers that the sequel gets the green light because Constantine is just so darn unique and cool. It's not your typical superhero vibe, it's got that edgy alternative flair that fans love. Given the progress made by October 2023, where a storyline for Constantine 2 seemed to have been figured out, it's now up to Akiva Goldsman to put pen to paper and craft the screenplay. However, his attention might have been divided until recently, as Will Smith confirmed in December that the script for I Am Legend 2, also by Goldsman, had just landed. Now that Smith's project is sorted, Goldsman can likely focus on bringing Constantine 2 to life over the next few months. But even with the screenplay in the works, the real challenge lies ahead: getting the green light. James Gunn has made it clear that a DC Elseworlds movie like Constantine 2 will need to be something truly exceptional to get the nod. So, while the wheels are in motion, there's still a journey ahead before we can mark a release date on our calendars. However, since the entire crew, led by the powerhouse star Keanu Reeves, is fully on board, that hurdle shouldn't be too daunting. The real challenge will come in trying to align with Reeves's packed schedule. Given the extensive work left in writing, pre-production, filming, and post-production, it's improbable that the sequel will hit screens before 2026. It's more likely to be delayed even further, especially considering DC's ambitious plans to establish its new DC universe before delving deeper into Elseworlds projects. Now let's talk about who will return in Constantine 2. In Constantine 2, it's a given that Keanu Reeves will reprise his role as the titular character, as his return was the only officially confirmed detail from the initial report. Reeves has been actively advocating for the sequel for quite some time, expressing his enthusiasm during interviews, such as on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in 2021. Another actor likely to make a comeback is Peter Stormare, who portrayed Lucifer in the original 2005 film. Stormare himself hinted at the sequel's development and even mentioned discussing it with Reeves, suggesting a return as Lucifer. As for the rest of the cast, including Rachel Weisz, Tilda Swinton, Shia LaBeouf, and Djimon Hounsou, their involvement remains uncertain, given the significant time that has passed since the original movie and the early stage of development for the sequel. Behind the camera, Francis Lawrence is set to return as the director, while Akiva Goldsman, who served as a producer on the original film, will pen the screenplay. J.J. Abrams will join as a producer, having previously worked on a Constantine streaming show that was later shelved. As for the story in Constantine 2, writer Akiva Goldsman has confirmed that the sequel will delve deeper into the themes introduced in the 2005 movie, particularly focusing on the importance of maintaining the barrier between Earth and the evil creatures lurking on the other side. Actor Peter Stormare revealed that Keanu Reeves expressed a desire for the sequel to remain true to the tone of the original film. Reeves emphasized a preference for simplicity and character-driven storytelling over flashy special effects, a sentiment echoed by Stormare. While an official release date for Constantine 2 has yet to be announced, fans may not have to wait long to see Keanu Reeves reprise his role. There are already discussions about potential appearances of Reeves' Constantine in upcoming DC movies and shows, offering a glimpse of what's to come for the beloved character. The first one is The Sandman Season 2. With the massive success of The Sandman on Netflix, the door is wide open for Keanu Reeves' Constantine to make an appearance there too. While the Sandman's relationship with the broader DC universe has been a bit complicated over the years, its supernatural elements often intertwine with characters like Constantine. Interestingly, the Sandman's Joanna Constantine, played by Jenna Coleman, has already hinted at a potential connection with Reeves' Constantine. Bringing Reeves' version of Constantine into The Sandman for its second season might pose some challenges in terms of continuity and storytelling. However, it's certainly feasible, perhaps by reimagining his character with ties to Joanna. Alternatively, Reeves' Constantine could be portrayed as an ally or mentor to Joanna, creating a stronger link between the Sandman and the Constantine universe. It'd require some creative maneuvering, but it could definitely add an intriguing layer to both series. Second, we have Swamp Thing. So there's this movie called Swamp Thing lined up for the DC Universe's first phase, and it's got fans buzzing about whether Keanu Reeves' Constantine might pop up in it. Swamp Thing's been around the block in comics and on screens, so being part of the DCU's big plans shows he's a big deal. Plus, if Swamp Thing and Constantine crossed paths, it'd be pretty awesome, especially with James Mangold, the director behind Logan, involved. Swamp Thing's dark and spooky vibe fits right in with Constantine's world of battling supernatural baddies. So, it wouldn't be surprising if we see Keanu's Constantine making a cameo or even hanging around for the whole show. And who knows? Swamp Thing could be laying the groundwork for something even bigger, maybe a team-up adventure, and having Constantine drop in could amp up the excitement even more. Finally, let's talk Justice League Dark. So if Keanu Reeves' Constantine were to show up anywhere in James Gunn's DC universe, it could very well be in the Justice League Dark movie or series. With Swamp Thing joining the crew, it's got fans thinking this team-up is even more likely since he's a key player in Justice League Dark. And Constantine? Well, he's no stranger to the team either, so bringing in Reeves' version could help draw in audiences to this darker corner of the DC world. Now, Justice League Dark has had its fair share of false starts at Warner Brothers, including an unrealized show by J.J. Abrams. But imagine if Reeves' Constantine teamed up with Swamp Thing first, then helped form Justice League Dark. That could breathe new life into Abrams' concept or even resurrect Guillermo del Toro's vision for the team. Del Toro, who's tried and failed before to get a Justice League Dark movie going, might just find a new opportunity in Gunn's DCU, especially with Reeves' star power attached. Speaking of Reeves, his Constantine has some flexibility thanks to its release timing. Whether it's a standalone DC Elseworlds flick or woven into other DC projects like Sandman, there's room to explore different paths. Either way, Reeves' return as Constantine has loads of potential to keep expanding the DC multiverse, and fans are here for it. Well, that's it for today. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comment section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.